Can I tell you something for what it's worth? With you having this place on nothing, take you there, take you, show you.
Happy Mother's Day! I wanted to do a get ready with me as fast as I possibly can because my husband is treating me, his mother, and my mother out to a brunch, I believe somewhere downtown. It's like a comedy show, brunch, R&B, jazz. I think it says something about soul. It's supposed to be a whole ordeal type of thing, and I'm super excited about it, and I hope that we have a nice time because today the weather is very nice, so I'm hoping the day goes swell. So as y'all know, I like to take my time to get dressed. So to be proactive, I wanted to start getting ready as early as I could, but I wanted to do a get ready with me to talk about mothers, parents altogether, but mothers specifically. I partially did my brows. They're kind of already microbladed, but the ink is fading and I need to go get a touch up. So I blended them in with my, what is this, Goof Proof Brow Pencil. And the color that I got is like a 2.5. I don't think it actually says like a specific color, but as y'all can see, they're brown. And I really need to go get them done. But the way that I blend them in to make it look like actual hair strokes, because the hair strokes or the hair on my actual brow is super fine. Not to mention they're sparse like a mug because baby started arching her brows early and was doing it all wrong. So what I love to go over them with to give it that hair-like type of look is this natural brow eye method pen that I got from TikTok. And the color that I use is brown black, sometimes black give or take, and then I kind of powder them so they don't look oily, you know what I'm saying? So hold on, let me do this first because this honestly is what takes a quick little minute. And it's a double tip. I don't even know if y'all can see, but can y'all see that? Ooh, hold on, let me adjust. All right, there we go. And then a single tip. But the shower is running. I don't even know if y'all can hear that, but listen, if I don't be ready at least by like 12:10, my husband is gonna pitch a fit. So let me hurry up and at least do this, and then I'm gonna come back talking to y'all. All right, really quick. So I don't know if y'all can see, but what I did is took the single tip to draw fine like hairs in the beginning to fill that area in because that's where it's really sparse. And then I just take the double end, tip, can y'all see? Okay, there it goes, focusing. And then just blend the rest. So I'll be back in a second. Y'all probably couldn't even see, but y'all will see the overall look when I'm done. Ta-da! All right, so they look a little dark, but don't worry. What I always like to do is go over them, like I said, with a little bit of powder. And the powder that I use is the Ultra Pink by OF. And all I do is just take a brush like so, just like a flat little brush, kind of angled, but you don't even have to have an angle brush, just whatever brush you can see in your sight to pick up and use, and just dab a little bit, just very light, and just hit it to help reduce that oil so they don't look drawn on. Because baby, when I say I barely have any brows, I barely got them. But while we're back talking again, I wanted to talk a little bit more on parents, more so Mother's Day because it is Mother's Day. So recently, a few people in my life have unfortunately been losing people left and right. And last week, my best friend lost her Nana. Now, her Nana lived a long, prosperous life because this year she would have been 91. And ironically, her birthday is the same day as my best friend's. But obviously, with it being my best friend, we're really close. And I'm also close with her mom. And it was just over the past couple of months of attending funerals or, you know, just hearing something, even on social media, about someone losing their mother. As I get older, and I've always like understood and appreciate motherhood, but as I get older, and y'all, what I'm using for primer, I've already like moisturized my face. Let me pause for a second. I moisturized my face with like a collagen serum by L'Oreal. It's upstairs in my bedroom, so I'll have to show y'all at a later time. But the primer that I'm using is Angel Veil. I love this primer because it's a silicone base. I feel like that it definitely deep set into your pores to prevent that textured look, because I have textured skin. And I more so just make sure that it's around my cheeks, because I feel like that's where I have large pores. Like, that's the area. He put his phone here on my charger. But anyway, back to what I was saying. It's just sometimes I feel like we often forget the importance of life because it happens so quickly. Like, we're young, single digits, double digits, teenager, a young individual to an adult, until we get to the senior citizen status, is where like our body starts to shut down and things starts to happen. And that's if you're lucky, you know what I mean? Because the way people have been dropping off the earth is very much so scary. But I say all of that to say that although, whether if your loved one, especially if it's your mother, because again, we're focusing on Mother's Day, whether if she is sick, like out of nowhere, out the blue sick, or, you know, God forbid, something to just suddenly happen to where it's instant. Please, please, please love on your mother. Even if you don't have the best relationship with them, please start creating it. Please start amending it, because I promise you, you don't realize how much you will miss hearing their voice, miss seeing their presence, their warmth, so on and so forth. Like, those memories start to eventually flood your mind, because we take it for granted, and then next thing you know, it's gone. Because once they're gone, you don't get to hear their voice. The stuff that happens in real time, you don't get to experience any longer. I'm going in with IT Cosmetics. Can't nobody tell me I love this down. I know people have their unsolicited opinions about it, or their opinions about it, but I would never stop using this. I've been using this for years now, and the preferred one that I love is the matte natural finish. And my color is, what is it, neutral tan, in which I'm so glad they started printing it on the top. I don't even know if y'all can see it, baby. Oh yeah, y'all can see it, there you go. Instead of like right here, because it used to fade so quick. But all I do is take a few pumps, bam, bam, bam. And because my chin is my problem area, because that's where I break out the most, like eczema, acne, all of it, I just put a few stripes down there. But I feel like, again, we just take a lot of things for granted. And being a mother of 4, biologically 2, but a mother of 4, and at the age of 39, I can understand how a mother or parents overall get overstimulated. Because it's so many things that you have to deal with. The different emotions, mood swings, things that they just go through in general. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's literally like juggling balls and paws. And I feel like younger kids, because I know when I was young, and my kids' age, which is teenage years, because my oldest is 18, second oldest is 17, and then the third is 12, will be 13 in August, and the youngest is 10. I never really factored the emotions and the struggle and all of what parents actually go through themselves in order to just get up every day and put one foot in front of the other. And what I be trying to do with my children, at least, is to get them to understand it, because I also didn't really have anyone before me to help sit me down and get me to understand the depths of what motherhood really, really is. And, you know, we create our own opinion and judge because we feel like we should have this, that, and the third from our parents. But overall, you know, we're not able to choose our parents. And we should just be appreciative of what they can do for us versus what we want them to do for us, if I'm making sense. But all in all, love on your mother. Show appreciation, show reverence, show respect. Even if you feel like you don't have the best relationship, at least try to make one. Because when I tell you the pain that was on my best friend's mom and her aunt's face, I'm not looking forward to experiencing that no time soon. And so when I was younger, I didn't have the best relationship with my mom. But one thing that I had realized getting or becoming an older woman is that my mom did the best that she absolutely could. My mom was the only parent that I had. My mom never stopped loving me nor neglecting me, despite of my feelings and how I looked at things at that point. At that time, what I can say now is that I love my mom. I appreciate her with all my heart. I ask God and pray over her every day, wishing the best for her, nothing but the best for her. And I'm just looking forward to experiencing a great time with her a little later today. But yeah, so what I did to blend this in was take a brush like so. It's kind of like an angle brush. And I believe these set of brushes I got off of TikTok, I believe they're called Mange, M-A-A-N-G-E. It's a foundation brush. If I can remember the link and tag it below in the description box, I'll definitely do that. But I just blend it. Let me tell y'all, these brushes were so inexpensive, but when I say the blendability in these is top tier, baby, I go to use those versus my Morphe or Sephora brushes that I've bought in the past. So what I like to do, I don't know if I should put concealer on or not. I kind of want to because I haven't used it as of yet. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it out. Okay, and the concealer that I recently bought is the Fenty Beauty. I already had this kind, but the kind or the shade that I had was much lighter than this one. This one is a darker shade. It's called Deep Butter, and it's the Bright Fix. Baby, when I say I love this because the consistency in it is top tier. Rihanna and her glam squad, okay, when it comes to the beauty products, she definitely recruited the best, okay? Ain't nobody convinced me otherwise. I might have put way too much on that eye, but the way that this was packaged, for one. Two, you see how it just comes with like a ball at the top to just make it easier for you to apply the product. Yeah, girl is a genius. It makes sense as to why she's a billionaire, because when she put her foot in the beauty game, she didn't come to play. I feel like, and this is just my opinion, I feel like she's definitely up there with the top of the top makeup brands. Just my opinion. But I'm going to try to speed this up. I still do the rectangular, or not rectangular, child, these are clearly triangles. Get your life together. Triangular shape, and I just kind of like blend it out before I take the brush to do it. I sometimes go back and forth with the beauty blender, but I didn't wet it, I didn't clean it, so we're just going to take brushes and do what we do best. Ooh, that is quite a bit. We're gonna figure it out though. We're gonna figure it out. Okay, so another brush that I often like to use, especially for concealer, is this brush. You see how it's at an angle? Now, I've already used it, so don't be coming for me, and I didn't clean it as of yet. But you see that how it's just at a perfect angle. I believe this brush also came from TikTok. So again, if I could find a link, y'all, I most definitely include it. But I have this, my favorite brush out of all of the brushes that I have for concealer. This is it. But I just light tap. Yeah, see? Just light tap like that. And just let that product seep in. I just start from the cheek and I just blend it on up, child. Just very, very delicate. You don't have to be harsh. No need for you to be harsh. Mess around and poke yourself in the eye. Do you see? Do you see? Just light taps. Bam. And then I always like to go in with a pressed powder. My favorite go-to is, well, this is actually a matte poreless powder, and it's by Maybelline Fit. I've been hooked ever since I first tried it, which has been many, many moons ago. And my shade before the summer hits is 230, and I just like to take a triangular puff, bruh. puff, puff, and just swirl it around like that. Pick up enough product and just get it to sit. Very light. You ain't gotta beat your damn eye in. But just light, just to get it to sit so it don't start creasing. Right, and for my powder, I use Juvia's Place. The color that I use, I believe, is pronounced Catania. It's kind of like on the warm side because I feel like that I have a red undertone. And I just take a powder brush. Well, first I like to contour my nose. Let me do that first. And I didn't use any cream products because I have like an oily based skin. Hence the reason why my foundation was a matte finish, because my skin produces oil within 2 seconds of anything. But I just like to take a regular, what is this? I don't even know what type of brush this is. It's just flat. I feel like this is a regular eyeshadow brush because of how tapered it is at the end or at the tips. I use it to contour my nose. So I just take it. Y'all see I've already hit pan in my compact because that's how much I use it. I absolutely love this foundation color because it's so natural looking. And so I use the same color to contour my nose, and I just take my face and I just kind of like tilt it down a little bit so I can see where the beginning of my brows start, and I just drag it down. Alright, and now that's done, that's when I go in with the big boy. So this is by Real Techniques. I'm sure y'all are very much so familiar with it. Huge brush, swirl it, and just go for what you know. Make sure you get up under that neck and slightly behind them ears. You don't want to be looking like you're wearing a mask after you done applied your makeup. That's the one thing that I despise seeing on women when their makeup is done, whether if they're doing it themselves or had it professionally done, is you can tell the huge difference between that neck color and their face. So let me take this off because I want to make sure that I can get as close to my hairline as possible. Alright, and for contouring, I use the one size. I believe the shades that I have is Attention Needed, Tea Drinker, and Clock It. So it's 3 shades that come in one, and y'all can tell that this is a fade of mine as well, because y'all can see the girl has hit pan. So the brush that I typically use, if I can find it, it's like a taper brush as well. And it's just like literally come to like a triangle top, if that makes sense. I don't know if I'm saying the right words, but y'all get it, y'all see it. The one thing I can't stand is when I'm doing my makeup, I feel like every single time something gets in my eye, it never fails. I just sometimes like to hit my eyelids with it as well, just to give it some color. And then I like to go in with a blush. The blush that I'm using is by Juvia's Places Volume 4. And it's like the pink, light pink. I think these are so pretty. My go-tos, a staple, another staple. Okay. And I just kind of go up with it a little bit, just to blend it out. I can definitely give a more in-depth tutorial of how I apply my makeup, because I know so many of y'all on TikTok always ask. But this right here is kind of rushed because I ain't got time for my husband to be frowning at me for taking forever. I'm sure he's getting at me because he's right outside the door. But then I just take that same powder puff and just go up under that area where I bronze my cheekbone to define it, to help give it that little, just shape my face a little bit more. So I have like a more longer face. I have high cheekbones, but I have a long face instead of an oval one. And sometimes when you apply makeup, it starts to, and not doing it correctly, you lose the definition in your face. All right. And so what I like to do is the brush that I use for the one size setting powder, which is this, take the loose powder and I just go over those same areas to where it doesn't look so, I don't even know if y'all can tell in this camera because the way that I got y'all sitting up, but I just like for it to look blended. I don't like for it to look like there's a section when my makeup is applied. I hope that makes sense to y'all, but it'd be some people that I'll be looking at where you could just tell where the concealer under their eye started, the bronze, the blush, so on and so forth. I just like to blend that all out. All right, voila. So now I'm going to actually set my face, and my go-to setting spray is by, dang, I actually really, oh, no, I did get some more. I totally forgot that fast. But my Charlotte Tilbury, and then I set it again with my one size, because again, we're trying to control the oil. And we just don't spray, spray, spray. And just let it sit in. My fan is upstairs. And then I like to underline my waterline. This particular pen is purchased from my local beauty supply store. It's called Tattoo Felt Tip Eyeliner. And because of the longevity in the wear, it's my go-to for underlining my waterline. But I'm not sure if y'all have this, but if y'all do, it looks like this. And then it says tattoo right there. I just did it. So now that my face is set, that's when I'm going to go back in with the highlighter. I had to make sure whatever little piece of lint was out of my eye, because the way my allergies be going crazy and doing the Watusi, I just ain't got time. And so I still use the Killawatt, which was the original one, Mean Money and Hustler Baby. And let me tell y'all, it's so broken up because it's so old. And I don't even know if she still sells or make this particular shade, but you know, you can always find like a dupe, at least I hope, because this is my go-to for my highlight down the center of my nose. And I just take it and I start from like right here and I just drag it. And I also like to take this purple Sangria Sunset. I swear I can't find nothing else like it. I done been in Sephora and Ulta I don't know how many times hoping to find something similar, but it's that super pretty orange and purple fuchsia type of color. I can't find nothing else like it. And the way that it just sits and give that perfect shimmer to your cheek to highlight it. Beautiful. You honestly don't have to take much. Y'all see? I'm gonna bring y'all a little closer in the light so y'all can actually see. But that is pretty much it. And then I just go back in, like I said, with my one side spray. Spray that. And then not too much needs to be done to my hair, thank goodness. I'm gonna just redo my baby hairs, and yeah, see, it's already kind of semi-current, which I'm super thankful for. And then I should be able to get dressed. Y'all, the shoes that I'm wearing today, when I say the challenge it takes to put them on, baby, it's a struggle for sure. And then like the natural, so this is a 7x5 glueless wig, so it doesn't go ear to ear, which I can appreciate, because if I wanted to wear glueless like without putting anything on it, no spray, no glue, no nothing, I can. But the one thing that I love to do when wearing these types of wigs, the 7x5, is to just pull my natural baby hairs out. And just swoop them. And it still gives it that look, you know? I know y'all probably can't see, but y'all get the gist of it. And this is what I mean when I say you can do on your makeup first. Whatever product that is on your face that just so happen to get in your hair, it's not really as noticeable. But if you were to have done your hair first and then applied your makeup, you can most definitely see where the makeup is hitting on your face and in your hair. It's a big difference, I'm telling you. And I just want to do the other side just to make sure that I'm Gucci. On both sides, this side really didn't need to be touched for real, but I see that swoop isn't as swooping like how I need or wanted to, so we're gonna fix that real fast. But yeah, I just like the versatility in the glueless wigs, because you have the option of gluing them down, or you don't. Like, you don't have to. And I absolutely love that. So I feel like I'm doing good on time, y'all, because it's 11:49. And I still got some minutes, because what I'm wearing is already laid out. The struggle is when I go to put the shoes on for real, but but you see. And I just hit it with a little bit of spray. Just to hold it in place. Because when I tell you this will last you a few days, you ain't gotta worry about fixing your frontal. And the spray that I'm using is by Even Wonder Lace Bond Lace Milk Spray. I know y'all got y'all views and y'all opinions on it, but let me tell you, I ain't switching up if the product is good. If I ain't got no issues with it, I ain't switching up. Okay. Ooh. So we just gonna hit the back with some crimps. I slept, and I know I knocked them out. But just like with a little 1-2, you gotta put product in your hair. Because I just want that natural body wave look anyway. So it all works out, but I just don't want the back to be looking flat, you know what I'm saying? You want it to look a little put together. And these crimps I got from Target long time ago, before we started boycotting, y'all. But these bedhead boys, I want to say they was about $40 to $60, and I adore them. See? I'm gonna flatten the top. I hate the helmet head look. And then do the other side. And then we can go upstairs and get dressed. Bye. I'm feeling good. Hit the top with some oil so it ain't looking too dry. And these crimps get hot so fast, which I feel like all hot tools should at this point. Because how long have we been on the ceramic and titanium or whatever it's called, the different metals for the heat? Y'all know what I'm trying to say. And just hit that, and then we can be, well, let me oil the top, and then we can be on our way upstairs to get dressed, of course. But just something to bring the back to life. Because the ends are still cramped, which I greatly appreciate. Bam. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is start the top just to lay it down, because again, I don't like that helmet look. And then I just like to take the barrel of the iron and just kind of run it across, just to flatten it a little bit, because I don't want it too big. Alright, and we're done. See you in a second. Alright, y'all, I gotta go, but this is the final look. I know it don't look too much like nothing right now, but y'all get the gist of it. So this is it. I can tag everything in the description bar and y'all can get it from there, but bye. Got the mothers out. Oh, one walking away. Same to you. Happy Mother's Day. So we're here in Mexico. Wait. Oh, I thought I was stepping on one of my little shingles or whatever. Tassels. Good.
There you go. Not the cigarettes.
It's all right.
You wouldn't have did that if I did that. So no worries. Take your time. Santa Clara. Oh my God, we like, go, hurry up, she here. We did our best to clean the house in like 10 seconds. Imagine cleaning the house in 10 seconds though, and you never knew though. But you figured something out. It wasn't even stuff that we tried to clean up. It was like something that was like dumb, like a bath towel in on the kitchen sink. I ain't even saying that's real, but I'm just saying like it'd be something that's like, damn, we missed that. And she'd be like, who the F? And we'd be like, how did she know?
Nico Debacle.
It's a kid right there.
You better get it fast for the tariffs come, then your shit gonna be $1 million
For $1 product.
Literally, something that's $1 in China. They're gonna ask the people in China, so what do you have from America? Now that they talking about they doing all these tariffs stuff, so what do you have from the United States? Like nothing. They don't have nothing from us. Everything they got is from them. We can't say the same.
Even though I'm on the road doing shows, I made time for me and her relationship to grow. They tell me to trust a woman in this industry, but she not any woman, more like a sacred friend to me. Plus when I'm out of town, I always think of her. Might conversate with some chicks, but no one come above her. I thought I was your man, guess you ain't understand. And now I'm sitting here looking crazy, like damn. I try to leave something keeps pulling me back. Something keeps telling me that, everything. Tyrese, speak that. I try to leave something keeps pulling me back.
The 19th. Monday the 19th, and it is almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon, taking a quick little break because I am working my 9 to 5. Thank God for having it. But I just wanted to catch up with y'all just because, again, just giving y'all some little talking pointers for the video because I don't want to have y'all just watching a bunch of montages with music playing in the background all day. But as you can see yesterday, I had went out with my cousin, had a phenomenal time. I also went out Saturday, but I didn't vlog anything like to put on YouTube. I made like a quick little video to put on TikTok and or Instagram, and I'll include that too just for y'all to see it. But my weekend was fun, especially just recovering from the type of week that I had, just because I didn't end the day on Mother's Day just because my husband and I got into it. Yeah, and I'm being transparent just because not every relationship is perfect, the best, or I don't want to ever put on a front or display like everything is just all peaches and cream. No, we go through our issues too. I'm sure y'all probably can hear our system chiming in. Team members is just chatting and whatnot. But no, I just wanted to come on here and just say it in the moment of when you and your spouse, significant other, whatever it is that you want to call them, are clashing, especially terribly to the point where something is expected to be celebrated and it isn't because of being at odds with each other. Because mind you, the 13th, we were supposed to celebrate our 1-year anniversary. And unfortunately, we didn't just because of the situation that happened. Just to put it out there before anybody minds and imagination get the wondering and sprinting to what could possibly be. There wasn't any abuse. There wasn't any infidelity. Thank the heavens. It was just a big disagreement about trauma that took place decades prior to this point, and a conversation and topic was brought up to, unfortunately resurface feelings that were suppressed instead of letting go. And so I really want to make a video soon about generational curses, childhood trauma, and seeking therapy to let it go instead of suppressing it just because of how detrimental feelings like such can have on your mental stability, you know what I mean? And possibly relationship with other people. But thankfully, my husband and I are back in each other's good graces, because the one thing that I'll always press for is that at any time we're having issues is to fight the issue and not each other. And unfortunately, not every situation or moment is going to be that way. But if that can be the ultimate result of it all to eventually get to that point, then that's what I want to work towards. But you know, we made amends, had a great time this weekend, had a wonderful time this weekend, because you know how to make up stuff be, okay? We'll leave that to y'all imagination. But no, my cousin and I went out with her sister-in-law, I guess you would call it, because her and her dude isn't married, but they've been together for a while now, and she's really, really close with their family. So all three of us just had a girls' day, had a great time, ate great. And I didn't vlog my food. I think I just only vlogged the drinks. Child, toxic, you know. Do better, Gigi, okay? Please. Anyway, it was a phenomenal day. And the weather was playing us because it's May, it's supposed to be warm. So I was looking to dress kind of like on the springy summer side rather than solely it being spring. But I liked my attire. I like what I had on yesterday. It was very comfortable, very fitting. And it was from Forever 21. Quite a good sale, obviously, with them going out of business. I know I continue to say that I'm letting it go, but I don't think I will. I don't think I will. That's one of the things that I probably need to get therapy on myself. Moving on. We went to J. Alexander's. We got appetizers. We shared the appetizers. Had a good little entree. Great conversation, great energy. Just laughs, real in-depth, tough conversations, and just like focusing on having days like that moving forward. Just because sometimes when we get with our significant others, again, spouses, whatever it is you want to call them, we tend to lose focus on pouring into ourselves and spending time with people outside of the relationship, if that makes sense. And so I was really, really harping on, you know, being able to be comfortable by myself, meaning I can go out to the movies by myself. I can go out to the bar by myself. I don't always have to be tied to the hip with my husband, and so on and so forth. And if there is room and an opportunity to spend it with your girls, baby, get that time in, because it is crucial. It is needed. It is necessary. But no, I just had a great weekend. And I'm going to do better with vlogging, because I got to J. Alexander's and I said, you know what? You slipping, Gigi, because you very well could have brought your camera and this could have been a vlogging moment, but I didn't. And I just, again, took some footage off my phone of the aftermath of when we finished up and went to go further continue our talk and smoke some hookah and end our night on a positive note. So what is it? What is it, y'all? No, I'm just kidding. But now I just wanted to get on here and give y'all some talking points. Just because, again, it's needed. And look out for the generational curse childhood trauma video, because I feel like that is something very, very important to tune into, because we overlook it, just because I feel like we often have difficulties dealing with our own skeletons and facing them and letting them go. Because people, one thing that I learned about people overall, especially as I'm furthering my walk with my spiritual journey, growing with Christ, is that fortunately and unfortunately, as we grow older, like from a young child to a teenager to a young person, adult, right? We tend to create different types of personalities as a defense mechanism, or to kind of like blend in with the current society, if that makes sense. And I hope that I'm making sense. And again, I'll go further in depth with what I really mean by it when I, actually record the video, because I got some stuff to say. And instead of just living in our truths and being ourselves 100% of the time, like I get sometimes you might have to scale back a little bit, give or take, if you are in a church or if you are at work and so on and so forth. But it shouldn't be a complete different person during these moments. You know what I'm saying? Just to be true to yourself, because living in your truth, baby, it'll set you free. And if I understand that statement before, I get it now. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention of, for one, pouring into yourselves. Don't always feel like that you have to be with somebody in order for you to enjoy life outside of the house and things of that nature. Link up with some girls, even if it's just one friend, one relative, somebody that you can trust, obviously. And then just focusing on letting things that you are suppressing that can consume you in the moment that there's a topic that is triggering, to be able to let it go. Because if you don't, you're choosing to hold on to it. And it's super unfortunate, because things that happen to us in the past is sometimes out of our control. But what we can control is not allowing it to define who we are today. It has helped mold us to become who we are today, but it shouldn't define us as a person and our overall character of what we're longing to be come the future. So that's just a little tip that I wanted to give y'all before I get up off here, because I'm about to go ahead and get back to it so I can finish up my day and relax with my husband, since we in good graces. But no, love y'all. And this might be the end of the vlog. Who knows? Who knows? I might pick y'all back up a little later in the week. We'll see. But if not, don't forget to follow, like, comment, and subscribe. And please be sure to share my video, y'all. Love ya.